A couple weeks ago, I published a quick review on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and I discussed in that video it was an absolute incredible action camera. Well, we'll call it an action camera. Stirred up some comments from you guys that it is not, in fact, an action camera, but a vlogging camera. Now, obviously, I hit a nerve here.
Yeah, you did.
So I figured, hey, let's evaluate whether the Osmo 3 is an action camera or a vlogging camera. So with that, let's get to this quick evaluation. Now, is the Osmo 3 built like a traditional action camera? No. As I said in my last video, it's definitely much more delicate than my GoPros. But it does have features that allow me to use it like an action camera, provided it's not scuba diving or filming in a downpour or something. Now, for example, the camera has all sorts of time-lapse options for capturing action sequences like motion lapse, hyperlapse, and hyperlapse in particular is great for action recording because I can suction cut this thing to my car, truck, or even carry it around as I run or walk to speed up the action. Now, of course, as I noted in my last video, the Osmo 3 has quite the incredible 3-axis gimbal that really helps you get that buttery,
smooth
footage that we all desire. And
it's beautiful. So smooth.
The gimbal isn't just for stabilizing the footage when you're leisurely walking around either. Now, you could really be moving and really get some high quality stabilized footage. Walk, run, hop, skip, jump, break dance, fight, whatever action is that you want to capture, this little guy is going to do the job for you.
Smooth.
Now, another reason why I consider the Osmo Pocket 3 to be an action camera is that the inclusion of the Action Track technology. Now, this camera has Active Track 5.0.
Now that sounds fancy.
Which follows the subject automatically.
That's what I'm talking about.
When you're recording fast-paced action, and especially being a solo shooter where you have to really rely on technology, being able to maintain the subject in focus and in the middle of the frame is quite essential. I mean, this feature does it all for you. Add in dynamic framing and face tracking features, and you have even more ways to ensure that you get quality action sequences with this camera. Now, what about the Osmo Pocket 3's vlogging camera features? Well, I admit, the camera has plenty of goodies that make it quite ideal for vlogging. For example, one of the first things that come to mind is you have this rotating 2-inch screen. This is a touchscreen on this thing. Now, this is really a great feature for switching to vertical format for vlogging and back to horizontal format for your more traditional photo and video work.
Oh, that makes sense.
Now, additionally, the 3 built-in microphone array is great for quality sound. You have one on the front, or I'm sorry, on the side, front, and the other side right here. So this is really great for capturing your voice as you narrate your vlog. But like I said in the previous video, if vlogging is your thing, the DJI Mic 2, which is this little guy right here, offers much better performance. Now, of course, the ability to connect 2 microphones to the Pocket 3 is an added vlogging bonus, so you can record yourself and someone else that you're interviewing simultaneously. Now, obviously, it only comes with one, but you can get the 2-pack that they sell as well. Now, the face tracking dynamic framing, which I mentioned earlier, can put this also in the vlogging category as well. Now, these features will keep your face. It's going to keep it right in focus while you shoot in selfie mode. And will also keep you positioned well in frame. Better still, the camera's going to do all this work for you automatically, so you can focus on really what you're saying rather than worrying about whether you're in focus or in frame. Now, of course, the Pocket 3 has lots of creative modes that are really applicable to vlogging. The product showcase feature is particularly useful for those of you who are going to be creating content to promote products and so forth. Now, this feature, what it does is it prioritizes the foreground of your shot to help you highlight whatever the product is that you're promoting. Now, this mode also has lightning fast focus, so you can hold something up to the camera without concern if the product is going to be blurry. Now, add in, a small form factor, a big 1-inch sensor, and the battery handle, which of course is what you can see is this bugger right here, because otherwise, oops, let me pop that off. You're looking at right here, small form factor. The battery right there, boom, come on. This is gonna allow you to hold the Pocket 3 while you're filming yourself, and you have the makings of a fully capable vlogging camera in your hand. So while I call the Pocket 3 an action camera in my last video, I'm really open to it also being a vlogging camera.
Oh, sure. Well, that makes sense.
I mean, DJI, let's be real here, has obviously stuffed this thing with all sorts of features for either types of filming. So really, it comes down to this. You do you. This was a comment left in an earlier video of mine, and though it wasn't in reference to an Osmo Pocket 3, I think it still applies here. If you need a camera for action-oriented photography or videography, this camera is really a great option. And as I've said before, it has quickly become my favorite camera, and I thoroughly enjoy using it out in the field. I mean, sure, it doesn't have the rugged build, as I mentioned earlier, as other action cameras that I use, but what it has underneath the hood of this thing really makes up the lack of the robustness for getting really wild action shots. Now, on the other hand, if you need a really fully capable vlogging camera, man, the Osmo Pocket 3 really brings up the heat there as well. Beautifully focused video, stabilization, and the ability to hold the camera in your hand, and a built-in audio are all prime features for those of you looking for the ultimate partner to your vlogs. Either way, this is a badass camera that allows you to do you. So with that said, I hope I've cleared up the whole action versus vlogging camera debate.
Maybe it's both.
I mean, if your Pocket 3 identifies itself as an action camera, hey, good. If your Pocket 3 identifies itself as a vlogging camera, awesome. If your Pocket 3 identifies itself as a giraffe, well, okay, good for you. You do you. If you want to learn more about this awesome little camera, be sure to check out my complete review video from a few weeks ago. And if you're inclined to pick up one of these cameras, I'm going to put a link in the description below for your convenience. And it is going to be an affiliate link, so I will earn a few bucks. It doesn't cost you anything additional. Now, as always, I do appreciate you tuning in and spending a few minutes of your absolute precious time with me. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big old fat thumbs up and to hit the subscribe button so you and I get to see each other more often. But well, at any rate, friends, that is all I have. So I'm going to be shutting off the camera so you get out there, stay healthy, and take your best shot.